Also, thank you for the follow.
You are listening to a podcast of the Geek IO Media Network. For all of our shows and more, visit geek-io.net. And to help support the network, head over to patreon.com/geekio.
Have fun editing that one.
Hello, gentle listener. While Geek IO holds its talent to the highest standards, what follows will likely involve the sort of language usually reserved for sailors on leave. If you're of a delicate disposition, then perhaps you would consider a different podcast.
Geeking out across the globe. Hold on to your butts. It's the Geek I.O. Show.
The Geek I.O. Show.
Hooray!
Yay!
It's the Geek I.O. Show.
Hooray!
Episode number, not absolutely pulling up the notes, 235. Holy crap. I'm CJ. Hi.
I'm Raul.
Holy shit, he didn't have his microphone muted.
I'm Dale, double checking I don't have mine muted either. Oh, no, I don't. Hi, I'm Dale, Big Daddy Simulator Campbell.
Well, that's awkward. I'm Rachel, and for once, I don't have my camera muted. No, I don't have my mic muted. Look at that. It's a twofer.
2 for 1 Thursday.
I'm Carrie. Hey, there's no awkward pauses this time, Wilcox.
After awkward pause.
Well done, sir!
I love it.
I'm Josh, and I couldn't resist that.
Oh, no, dude, that was good. Thank you. That was masterful.
There are reasons I'm marrying this man.
Yes!
Because
Well
he
done.
just, the door opens up and he just runs through it, doesn't he?
Yes.
Right.
What
No,
the,
he
you
doesn't.
guys don't.
The door doesn't even need to open. He just Kool-Aid Man's right in there.
You guys don't see this because, well, it's my home D&D game. But since Josh has came in, there's not been a single scene where even when he is his meek little his meek little Mr. Meeseeks character, he is not chewing on scenery every time that he talks about something. Like, it is brilliant.
Talking about D&D or role-playing, I think I have an idea for a character. I kind of want to make him a high intelligence, high charisma, and can talk people into fighting for him.
Hello!
No, we're not doing a reboot of Craig, dear God.
No, not Craig. This is more of
Who's
a...
this Craig guy? He sounds pretty valiant.
Yes.
I mean, that's a
I
word
still have
in
that
English.
audio, CJ. The Christmas Craig song.
Yes!
Do I have my Christmas Craig song? I don't have it easily accessible. Hold on.
Dominate person / suggestion. If you haven't checked out the Open Legend system, look at what the influence power lets you do. It is ridiculous.
Yes.
My idea is more like, say, leader of his own religion
Oh,
/
God.
cult leader,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah, I'm going to make a cult leader.
Yeah, that's going to go over really well in the party of
I'm kind
academic.
of a big deal.
I'm going to make a cult leader to Savath.
God.
Yes, he is.
Or or an ancient order that is lord to Calibras, who is just waiting for the Dark Lord's return, not knowing that he's right there.
Apparently, Death by Mage has seen some shit when it comes to Open Legend.
I don't know. I don't have it accessible, so I would play my Craig the Valiant song, but I don't have it. So you know what I'll play instead?
The birthday song?
Nope.
Gadgets, games, and gizmos.
Pew, 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 pew.
That is from like the beginning, isn't it? Like the first time we switched over to Geek.io?
OG.
It's been through some iterations, added more pews in there, but yeah, like it's pretty much been the same.
Holy crap.
We always need more pews.
CJ,
Yes, dear.
did you realize that everybody has something on there today?
I know.
Oh.
What?
Holy shit. The world has stopped.
Right. It's like we're on now.
Science!
You see how that works?
CJ's having fun with the soundboard tonight, and I kind of love it.
I'll start
Yeah.
because I want to say things and then shut up for a little bit. So, finally, after the debacle that was last week, we finally got Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth.
Yay!
Yeah, it turns out we walked into the. We were supposed to go back on Monday, obviously, with the pick line and Kiara and everything going on. We didn't make it out to any stores this week until, well, yesterday. And I was like, let's just go down because I wanted to go to Pita Pit. Because, Pita Pit. So we walked into the store and the assistant manager that was there goes, actually, hold on! We found it. Somebody put it in the wrong spot because clearly Digimon starts with a Q.
Quigimon.
Quigimon, Quigital Monsters.
Quigital Monsters.
So it was literally here, trade the games, put that in there, it's yours now. Yay! So we have our game.
And it's real good, you guys.
The only thing is that if you're falling asleep because you chose to take melatonin like 2 hours before you should have,
Oh God,
it
the
makes
melatonin
it real
hangover
hard to
is
focus
real.
on the Japanese speaking.
Yeah, apparently I beat the first boss handily, and I don't remember a single thing about it.
So, is it like a turn-based game, or what is?
It is a traditional JRPG, unlike Digimon World, which is very much so a monster raising simulator. This is more of a traditional JRPG, and it is a lot in the veins of Pokemon, where you fight these monsters a lot, and then you eventually can hatch them from Diggy eggs or Quiggy eggs. And
Would you say they were digital monsters?
No,
Quiggle
Quiggital.
monsters.
They're Quiggital monsters. Quiggital monsters.
Quiggital
You're right.
monsters.
Quixotical monsters.
Exactly.
Whoa.
But it's really good. We're not super far in it, but like they do this cool thing where they have evolution paths, and you could choose which one as soon as you meet their qualifications or go through, and like it meets this one, and this one. Like Agumon can turn into Greymon, Tyrannomon, and a couple other ones, Marimon and something else.
But like it's a tree. It's kind of like the job system, right?
Yes, but if you choose to, you can go backwards.
What?
Yep. Well, because the thing with those games is you don't always meet the requirements right off the bat.
Yep. But you can reset your levels, and you keep some of the stats that you have, and you can get higher levels from there. Like your first evolution through, you can go up to max level 16 to a rookie Digimon. You evolve and go back, and suddenly that max level is now 27.
Huh? Is it kind of like the World of Final Fantasy?
Yes. Yeah, it is a lot like World of Final Fantasy. It's really, really good. We've been playing it pretty hardcore over the last couple of days. So if I'm gonna go Tito scale on it, 60-minute review kind of scale, I'd give it a 8.5.
And that's just for the first hour. I mean, it can get better or worse at this point.
Yeah, so it's my old school 60-minute review kind of style. I'd give it an 8.5. I didn't fall asleep because of the story. I fell asleep because of the melatonin.
I mean, it did its job. So
yeah. The kids are loving it too. Like that's one of the better things. The kids are loving it, though. It does have some issues with every woman is a waifu.
Oh yeah.
And that's fine. That's fine. But I don't really go into Quigimon expecting waifus everywhere.
Quigimon. Excuse me, Quigimon.
Fair.
Digital Masters.
Quixotemon.
Chichonemon?
That's racist.
Quetzalcoatlmon?
We'll get to that later.
Jasmine Ricemon.
Basmati Ricemon is.
No, that's fighting Foodons. Come on.
Oh my god, I haven't heard that in like at least 10, almost 20 years probably by this point. Fried ricer.
Fried rice? What?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Think about a more G version of Food Wars. Where the
Yes.
food actually fights and
Yeah,
comes to
fighting
life.
food on it's a thing. Next game I'm gonna talk about a 3DS game. Kemco, usually the company that brings you pretty mediocre flashback RPGs, brings you a new game for the 3DS called Machine Knight, and they gave me a review code for it. So, full disclosure, I didn't buy this game.
Full disclosure, you already have my interest from the title.
It is a it's as most games Kemco puts out, it's really weirdly translated. Like there's English all over the place, and sometimes like the translations mean absolutely nothing. But that being said, you play a guy who comes from this futuristic country world, and you are sent back in time to this medieval fantasy country world, but so are all of the machine knights that come along with you. So you are in this interesting world where medieval fantasy is immediately infused with futuristic technology. And it's really cool. If you can get over the weird English subtitles or the weird English text boxes, the gameplay is a very solid 16-bit era game. So your Final Fantasy VI is your traditional 16-bit JRPGs. Not going as far as Chrono Cross, which did a bunch of good stuff with that kind of system, or Chrono Trigger, which did a whole bunch of stuff with that system. But like it is your old school traditional JRPG, 16-bit graphics, except they do this really cool, almost sphere grid from Final Fantasy X. And you can infuse your main character, which is again this knight dude, with magic powers and magitech powers and stuff like that, and it's really kind of rad. Like,
so what you're saying is this is almost a like similar to but legally distinct from Knights and Magic, the 3DS game.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm sold.
And I mean it has its weak points. The soundtrack is really weird, but I play with my 3DS sound off most of the time. And again, some of the dialogue is just nonsense.
I have a soft spot for Englishy nonsense subtitles.
And it just like one time they just say the cat 3 times and there's no cat anywhere.
The cat.
Like all 3 of the characters go, the cat. I'm like, what the fuck does the cat have to do with anything? There's no cat.
There is a cat. There's one right there there's a Thundercat on Carrie's shirt.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, it's Josh's shirt.
I mean, like I think it's what 19.
I mean, it's basically hers now, but
yeah, but I know those feels.
And that's how love works, kids.
That is yes, exactly. It is. Oh, it's $9.99.
in my defense, it looks a hell of a lot better on her.
I thought it was $19.99, and even then, I would say buy it. It's $9.99. Fuck yeah, for $10, this is a great game.
On 3DS. Ooh.
Yep. And I mean, even for a review copy, I mean, like I said, Kemco, and I've been on Gamer Geeks a bunch because Kemco just sends me games all the fucking time, and I love them for it. But some of them are hot garbage, and I've told them this. But this one, like, because it is a pay game and there's no freemium version of it, there's no time that they look directly at the screen and say, you can buy an add-on for this. They don't do any of the like micro purchasing where you can buy like EXP increases, EXP boost, or anything like that Kemco has a really bad habit of doing. And I don't know if it's the base game that they're doing that off of, like if they're taking freemium Japanese games and then just transporting them over there and charging a menial price for them. But they don't do that with this one. And thank you.
So when you buy the game, you get everything, and you just need to grind time.
Yes, exactly. I mean, it is a JRPG. I've been playing it a lot, so I mean, grinding actually is pretty seamless. The battle system is really well done. Like it doesn't ever feel like, oh my god, I don't want to fight another thing. The battles are the random encounters are pretty spaced out. You don't ever run into an issue where you feel like you are over battling or under battling. They have this really cool like reward system where you take on side quests, and that's how you gain, like, you can avoid a bunch of grinding by doing those missions, and then you get a good amount of money from them. I would give this game I'd say a 7.5. The English gets kind of grating on me personally. I don't have a huge soft spot for English dialogue though. Like that, and I had the soundtrack on for the first like hour, and no, it's not good. Once I turned that off, once I turned my 3DS sound off, though, it worked out a lot better. So yeah, Machine Knight for 3DS, worth getting. It's pretty damn good. Before I get on to the last thing, I opened up a new hashtag TBCJ thing, you guys. The good old Tampa Bay Circle Jerk is back and in full force when I opened up the Tampa Bay Streamers and Gamers page on Facebook.
Woo!
What?
It is fb.me/Tampa Bay Streamers. And yep. And I really like, we're not huge yet. We only have what, 17 likes or something like that. 22 likes. Hey, we've moved up.
Yay!
But I know it's a niche within a niche, and you know what? I'm fine with that. I'm
and it
just
also
happy.
launched this week.
Yes, yeah, exactly. It launched on the 1st, so
So 8 days ago.
I like this, and this is something I've been wanting to do for a bit now, because there's not really anything like that in the Tampa Bay area. Like, there's stuff in Orlando. Like, we're part of Broadcast Phoenix, because my friend Christy owns it, and she's like, hey, you can help support us. Cool. Awesome. I don't live in Phoenix, and it's kind of weird getting all of your meetup requests. So there was none in Tampa. Why not?
Right.
It is not just specifically for Tampa Bay area people. Anybody is free to join. However, we will be doing meetups and such like that as we get bigger. That obviously will be Tampa Bay based, and we will probably stream a bunch of them. So there is that.
I mean, but like your area, I mean, it's pretty geeky, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's
Like-
why it surprised me that there was nothing like this anywhere.
But it's
And I looked.
but you're doing like a wide variety of games. It's just not going to be video games,
That's the
tabletop.
reason why I put just gamers on there. Like, I would love to do tabletop meetups, like learn to play games kind of thing, and things like that too. Like,
If
And
you
it's
are
not just-
any kind of nerd or geek.
yes, absolutely. Like,
Here's an example. Our favorite place, Waypoint 6, was doing a meet and greet and I believe ticket giveaway the other day for the
Yeah.
Bay Area Renaissance Festival. Obviously, that's a niche. Let's face it. But the fact that they opened their doors, and actually the crew over at Waypoint 6 is very active in BARF, B-A-R-F, Bay Area Renaissance Festival. So if I ever say BARF, it's usually about that, unless I'm talking about the other kind of BARF, but not right now.
You'll know which barf it is.
It's BARF.
It's barf.
He's a mug,
But-
half man, half dog. He's his own best friend.
But he never
Hey.
scratches in the right place.
Ooh.
But yeah, they
You
do
did it.
meet and greets like that, and they've got tabletop games, and I know at some point we're going to get off our asses and go over there and just record there, because why the hell not?
Right.
So yeah, there you go.
so that's just something that I brought up. It's not technically a part of the Geek IO network, but let's face it, I'm going to leverage a whole lot of stuff to do that. So, you know.
Oh, wait. I was doing. Oh, sorry. I was sitting still.
Okay.
Good. You didn't see what I was doing. Yay.
Were you podcast researching again, Dale?
Podcast researching. Live on the air too. You wouldn't have guessed.
Do I need to pull up the Discord channel and just start playing shit that you've been playing in there? Other than that, Rachel and I have been doing a lot more stuff with Delbert of Gamer Geeks. Vegan cooking. We have been spreading our culinary wings and doing more along the lines of the vegan stuffs. And all of it has been really good so far. We did, like I said last week, we did vegan soup with vegan grilled cheese, and the grilled cheese was really, really good. And I've developed a lactose intolerance lately, so yay. So it was nice being able to eat grilled cheese without something that I've been calling the milk tax.
The milk tax.
Yeah,
Not the milk man tax. Just the milk
CJ's got a love affair with lactate right now.
Yes, lactate is my best friend. But she made that. Rachel made the grilled cheese for me, and I ate it, and it was delicious. And yeah, it was really, really good. This week we're going to be doing, when we have our little. Apparently everybody in my home game wants to respec, and I'm okay with that, because if I said anything about people respecing their characters, I'd be called a hypocrite because of Josh.
Insert evil laugh.
So apparently everybody's like, hey, we're going to make new characters and respec. Cool, let's do that. And Rachel's like, we had Delbert coming over because he's joining the game as our Dragon Queen. I'll give you exactly what you think of that is.
Yes, Queen.
Sounds fabulous, darling.
For audio listeners, Dale just looked so excited.
I was very excited.
So, and another one of our characters ran off with her lesbian now girlfriend slash diplomatic advisor for her country that she's now a princess of, and now she's her new character is an grandpa elf druid. Yes, she is a grandpa elf druid.
What have you been doing at your house, CJ?
Dude,
Playing Dungeons and Dragons.
My game has turned into from a pure evil campaign where like they were just literally going through and just being evil shits, to what I've lovingly called chaotic meh, to the point of now they are fucking heroes.
Now, I've played one of these said games.
Yes, you have.
I
Yes,
was
you were my husband.
AF. And I was like, okay, we're killing stuff. Woo. Zombie Queens and Grandpa Elves does not sound like the same game I was playing.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, Dale. It makes a hell of a lot more sense than the Halloween episode.
That was magic.
Yes, it absolutely does.
You leave Nugs and Jugs out of this.
Yeah, you leave our Nugs and Jugs out
It
of
is
this.
a sacred institution, and you will respect it.
That has a portal to the Feywilds, apparently.
Yep.
You will go to both the Nugs and the Jugs. You'll go to both of them, and you will pay your respects.
Yes. Bow before the Nugs and Jugs. Bow!
Bow before my Nugs and Jugs. Oh wait, that doesn't sound right.
Nug me senpai. Nug me senpai.
Or jug me. Either way.
That was a noise.
Senpai passes from the left.
I cannot wait. Like, by the way, again, all of October is going to be that this year, by the way, guys.
My god.
All of October is our Halloween special, and I cannot wait.
Now, can we just do a 4-hour recording session and just chop it up from there? Thanks.
No, like, that one's more fun to do live because we are completely, like, nonsense at that point, and I love it. Like,
oh, we can still do it live. It's not bad.
4-hour live play session. I'm not sure I could handle that.
No, we tried that before, and it did not work out well for us. When we first started doing Manipool, it was like 3-hour recording sessions live, and all of us were just like, we were exhausted by the time we were done with that. So,
dying.
Now you just get 42-hour boss fights instead.
Exactly. So yeah, that's the new game that we're playing now, Dale. By the way, that's D&D. It's the same universe, but 500 years in the future.
Oh, so in the future they get good.
Yes, in the future they eventually become going just from murder hobos to heroes. welcome to D&D, which I'm still honestly surprised that Josh did not just roll a Warforged and just roll with it.
I mean, I could, but I was trying to do something different from my usual fare.
And to be fair, now when Josh has alt-itis, he can just switch personalities instead of making me redraw the fucking logo.
Not anymore. I gave Josh a very reasonable nerfing. Yeah, that went on
I'm
that.
sorry in advance.
That went well.
Yeah, vegan cooking. You guys, Rachel and I. And oh yeah, I was going to bring up the fact that we were doing vegan mac and cheese and hot dogs while people come over for D&D night.
No. Oh God, no, not the hot dogs.
I got you guys regular hot dogs. You're welcome.
Well, Josh won't be there. Carrie might.
I mean, unless you guys are going past 6 o'clock.
Yeah, we eat dinner late, dude, especially on the weekends.
So it's a dinner hangout.
Yeah, it's a dinner hangout.
So,
We're gonna do D&D over.
Being a good old boy from Texas, I cannot go vegan.
I thought the same thing until Milk started stabbing me.
See, here's the thing. To be fair, you can appreciate vegan food without actually being a vegan.
Yeah, I mean, you ate a bunch of stuff at that falafel place in Georgia, bro, and like the stuff that I got was vegan.
No, I'm saying that I can't be exclusive vegan.
No, I'm not full exclusive either. I'm mostly pescatarian, but we've been eating a lot more vegan meals lately not only because Delbert's hanging out with us a lot more. Yeah,
Exclusive vegan sounds like a good
veganism and I see each other, but we are friends with benefits right now.
FOB vegan.
FWB
I'm
vegan.
an a la carte vegan.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, so like I don't say that I am vegan, obviously, but you know I've been eating a lot more of it lately. But the hot dogs are like
Gelato's not vegan.
Exactly.
Milk and eggs, bitch.
But yeah, I've been trying to eat more of that, and Rachel's been nice enough to let me try. The hot dogs are apple, maple.
Apple and sage.
Apple and sage, and most of it is made of like lentils and stuff like that. So like,
chickpeas.
Yeah, chickpeas makes up like the girth of it. Like,
whoa.
That was a thing.
Watchers are getting a treat right now.
So, I have to tell my story about the tofu hot dogs now.
Okay.
Sure.
By the way, I'm not a huge fan of tofu. I tried that.
Yeah.
Unless it's cooked with stuff really well, tofu's kind of gross.
We in my family before I moved down, from Ohio to here, had been bequeathed upon us a pack of tofu hot dogs.
And this was what year, by the way?
It was it would have been like 2010, 29.
So pre-veganism being cool.
Yeah.
Also in the Midwest.
Yes, in Ohio.
So we were given these pack of hot dogs, and it was food. We were not particularly well off at that point, so it was food, sustenance, supposedly.
Allegedly.
It got to the none of us could actually finish one of these things. They were that atrocious, and it got to the point where we wanted to figure out just how atrocious they were. So we took one of these tofu hot dogs, and we gave it to our dog Wedge. Now, Wedge, like most dogs, makes food out of things that most people would not consider food, like the cat's litter box.
Sorry.
True.
Wedge was absolutely delighted to be given this tofu dog, and began horking it down, and then completely stopped, and immediately just launched it back out of his mouth, and looked back up at us with this absolute expression of betrayal on his face.
You hate me.
So yeah, but I wanted to give context for that, like it being 2010-ish in Ohio. Before, by the way, when I went up to Origins a couple years ago, there's a badass vegan restaurant downtown Columbus now. Like I ate there, and I ate there fucking happily. Like it is really good and super cheap, and I loved it.
I just want to shout out this comment from Death by Mage in the chat here. Don't ever mix honey and tofu. If the tofu is not from Korea, you can actually die.
Yep.
Ooh, yeah.
What?
I
What?
believe that.
Chemical
believe that.
imbalances that do not work together.
That's terrifying.
Now,
Huh.
in regard to tofu, Josh, even I'm not a big fan of tofu. It has to be prepared properly, and not a lot of people can prepare it properly. Tofu hot dogs make me want to harf.
Yeah, like we more like vegetable based vegan things.
Shake weight.
CJ needs to take weight.
Take it and bake it.
As opposed to tofu based, because tofu is real hard to get right, especially when you're not making it yourself. So
Like the only time that I will eat tofu willingly that it's not seasoned heavily or mixed in with something else is if I'm putting silk tofu into a smoothie because I am low on protein. That's the only time, because it's masked by so many fruits at that point, it doesn't matter.
Right, but you're still getting
it's
the.
going to be like me going to a gay bar in Australia. It's me masked with so many fruits that you can't tell that I'm there.
Of course, this
Hey,
does now
Tony.
bring to mind the kosher soy sauce I saw advertised once.
Oh.
Soy vey.
So
Oh,
okay. We were again. Milk hates me. Milk
Shut
was
up.
stabbing me. I fucking love yogurt. I love yogurt so much, but milk hates me. So we're going through. Rachel picked up a coconut milk yogurt at big box grocery store here today, and today I thought the perfect thing. Why is there no soy based yogurt called Yo Soy?
I swear there's one here that has a soy.
Yo
punch in it.
Soy yogurt.
So I don't know
Yes,
how the
that's
milk
not
affects
racist.
you, but our friend Rhino,
Racist.
milk stabs her too, and yogurt actually helps with that for her.
I tried and I almost
Nice.
Yeah,
Death
it's not
Mage just
so
happened.
bueno for CJ.
I almost threw up from the pain from eating yogurt. Like
That sucks. I'm sorry.
really bad. Because that's I heard that too. Like yogurt, because it's like it's live cultures and
Active
things like that,
cultures.
helps with that. Like it tends to literally eat the lactose. And I'm like, okay, sure. Oh God.
Oh.
I immediately regret this decision.
Yes, I ate through the entire thing, not fast, but I ate through the entire thing because I took a few bites. I'm like, oh, this isn't hurting. As I'm getting through the entire thing, like the pain was so bad. So yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Death Mage appropriately puts the hashtag Death by Tofu.
Yes, hashtag death by tofu.
Hashtag Dick Buttons. Hashtag Death by Tofu.
Speaking of dick buttons, Dale, what have you been doing?
Hey, I exist on planet Earth. I believe. By the way, now that
And we're all happy you do.
yay, so am I. Also, I just want to correct CJ on one small little detail from earlier.
Hmm?
Gay bars don't exist. Like,
Oh, that's right. They wouldn't there. They wouldn't there.
well,
Damn it,
not where
I
I live.
really wanted to see what an Australian gay bar would be. Although, like, apparently, like when I found out when I was single and trying to date, for women I'm maybe a 5. For men, apparently I'm a fucking 8.
I mean, they have gay clubs in Melbourne, but that's about it. Because of course they sell deconstructed coffee at these clubs in Melbourne because of
Still
fucking
have to
course.
fucking do that. Still have to fucking do that. I don't
You
care.
could sell it here locally, but we need to
We will
figure
go
out.
to Melbourne. We will go to Melbourne. Isn't that where like you would get? Isn't that one of the places that we were planning on going anyway, Rachel? I think so. 'Cause I
Do
don't-
you have to like hop on your kangaroo and it takes you there?
And hop there, yeah. It takes
yeah.
days.
I
but-
can't wait. Hop in
mean-
your kangaroo because they have a pouch. Remember?
Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here going, deconstructed coffee? So they just give you a pot of water and a filter and you have to brew it yourself?
Wait, I cannot wait.
So, okay. Yes, I'm doing this.
You guys, isn't that pre-constructed coffee?
Yes.
That's $15 for a fucking cup of coffee that I should have just gone home and made for 50 cents.
You know what?
Dale, you broke Dale.
You know what?
You broke Dale.
I've never thought of that at all. Pre-constructed coffee. Pretty good.
Cheers.
I don't know which I like better, Dale breaking or CJ's reaction to Dale breaking.
Dale breaking. That never has crossed my mind. I'm like, deconstructed coffee. It's like, well, no, because you haven't even made it to start with.
Yeah, because deconstructed would be like if you boiled the coffee and reduced it to like coffee syrup, and then you had it. Then it's like you took the water out of the coffee, you deconstructed it. Also, that sounds absolutely disgusting.
That's way too much work for hipsters.
Yeah, I have that when I leave coffee in my coffee cup.
Oh, for days on end? Yeah.
No, that's. I mean, yeah, sometimes. No, when I leave a little bit of coffee in there, and like I leave it like for a day or two, forget to get back and clean it. It's like just this syrup.
Okay. Dale literally just said when you leave it for days, and then you said no when I leave it for days.
I said for about a week.
Where are we? Who are you people? I don't know what's going on.
Hey, what have I been up to? Not a much.
Not a much.
I'm not sharp today. I'm having a day. I'm going to tell this quick story and hope that I don't get in trouble. I left my wallet on a bus yesterday and spent most of the morning tracking it down. I found it. It's safe and all my money still exists. Which is nice that, you know, that the next person who got off of it, the next person who was There's a story there, but I'm not going there either.
It's funny how just changing one word would change the entire story.
Carrie, yes, but no, the next person to next person to exit the bus obviously saw it on the seat and handed it to the driver, and everything was hunky dory. Thank God that I got it back. But I spent most of the day, and it is raining heavily here at the moment. We're going through some severe flooding, and spent most of the day out in the rain. So there's that. Without my umbrella or my my stereo to play singing in the rain. But that's a whole other story.
Yeah, but that song is always in your heart, isn't it?
It's always in my heart.
And you're ready for love.
When Dale says he's going to pull something, he pulls it. Dale's great at pulling things.
So Raul was quoting the song, and I was continuing quoting the song.
Hey, Dale.
Bang the doodle.
Wow, that's old.
That's what I'm doing over here.
It's going old school. So finished up Queer Eye. Finished it up.
Oh.
Ate it for breakfast.
So yeah, go ahead.
Did you cry like I did when the season ended?
The first time didn't really get me, but I rewatched it like 2 or 3 times since then, and like the more times I watch it, the more emotional it gets.
You pull out of it, you kind of go, but I want more.
Right.
When Dale says he's going to pull something, he pulls it. Dale's great at pulling things.
I know the rule is we shouldn't mute hosts.
Wait. But you're the host, Dale.
It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. All right, I'm going to just talk about everything.
Damn it, you ruined my joke.
You guys, I'll just send you whoever's going to be recording for the week that CJ's not here while he's at PAX. I'm just going to sit there and poke buttons on his thing, so we'll think that he's here.
Yeah, you got to poke buttons on his things.
Can you poke the volume button because you're like very soft.
All right, so I finished it. It was a fun time. The last episode was a little weird. I'm not gonna lie; it was a little bit of a shift of direction that I wasn't expecting. But I still did love the message at the end. It's something that we need to, hold tight. And I like. I've been watching interviews since, and I like Jonathan Van Ness's take on it. The last time that Queer Eye was on television, we had a Republican administration, and we thought that now would be a perfect time to reboot the series.
Well, not only that, but the first time that they brought the series, it was bringing about acknowledgement to a demographic that a lot of people had, as much as I hate to use this analogy, put in a closet and forgotten about. Like, no, we don't discuss that. That was the first version of Queer Eye for the Straight Guy really brought it out into, we are still people, this is us.
Right.
Deal with it.
Right. And that was 03 and everything.
Are reinventing it so it's more of a, we want to be accepted, not just acknowledged, but accept us for who we are and all of our uniqueness. Because even in one of the shows itself, they're dealing with a gentleman who is gay, who has not come out to his mother. Oh, stepmother.
Right. Stepmother.
And he's an adorable little guy, but he's a hot mess.
He is. And
one
that
of the
episode
guys was like, just because you're gay does not mean you have fashion sense or any sense, but we can work with this.
I'm so glad that this is going to be a spoiler, but I'm so glad that they kept the swing.
Yes. Oh my God, the swing.
And yes, it is that kind of swing.
Oh.
It is exactly what you think it is.
And he seems so normal at first.
Wee.
Yes.
Friends just come over and swing on it. It's relaxing. You're right, it is.
Yeah, until they go in the closet and discover some other items of similar nature.
Oh wow! I'm not going to sleep tonight, am I?
No, you're not.
You're gonna cry like a baby.
I'll talk about that when it's my turn.
There you go. So, and then I spent the day, speaking of which, I kind of had an ironic Queer Eye for a Day yesterday and went out and spent a butt ton of money on a new outfit for graduation this week.
Yay!
I cannot wait to see this outfit.
It is gorgeous. And Stan, if you're listening, he fitted me and he fixed me all up.
You're the man, Stan.
You're the man, Stan. This one's for you. But no, he has ordered me to take plenty of photos.
So is it like a rainbow-colored tuxedo?
Much to my dismay, no. Unfortunately, not. I wanted to do kind of a rainbowy scheme, but it's a formal event, so I can't really...
Well, what you do is you just get a tie or like a pride lapel pin or something.
No, you get a fabulous pocket scarf.
One of the ones that magicians use, so it just keeps going.
You're right.
If you learn anything from Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, Dale, my darling, the pocket square is everything.
And it needs to match the tie.
Yeah.
Complement the tie. Excuse me. Wow. Correct language.
And you call yourself gay.
Yes.
Great, her gay friend is really cool too.
Wait, what? Who's that?
Her gay friend is really cool too.
I'm going to take his iPad away in a minute.
That was Brian Ibbott saying that he's gay and my straight friend is cool too. So, there you go. Hey, speaking of which, Rao, what have you been up to?
Okay, so I've been wanting to do something for myself for a while, so I went out and I bought a keyboard piano.
Ooh.
So during my little day off, I went and I actually bought a adult learn to play piano book at the bookstore.
Nice.
Adult, yes. And
adult store what?
I got it in Tuesday, but I haven't had time. I had first time actually like sitting down and reading the book and practicing was today after work, and it's like it really tells you from the very beginning, quarter note, quarter rest, whole note, which I already know some music because I used to be in band back in junior high, so I know the basics. So
You play Freebird?
So yeah, I'm just there, and it's a nice little kit. It was like a little $80 keyboard, but it comes with a headset, a seat, and a stand.
Wow.
So for like
Nice.
$80, it's a 61 key. It's not a full keyboard, but it's still enough to practice on.
It's a start.
Yeah, and one thing I've heard is if you're gonna start something new, try and do it as cheaply as possible before you dump in a ton of money.
So does that mean soon we'll be seeing Fragul's alter ego Liberace?
Oh my
That's
god.
good. That's good.
God damn it, guys.
Felix just breaks down the door. God damn it! And runs out.
Felix, how nice of you to join us on the Geek I Show. You haven't been here for a while. Since the Halloween episode, ironically.
It's like that Japanese trope where if somebody's talking about you and you're not present, you sneeze.
Yes.
Every time one of us makes a pun on the show, Felix out of nowhere just breaks into "God damn it!"
Everybody who knows him just immediately assumes he has Tourette's.
Well, you guys saw the one that CJ put into that, right? The punishment channel that we have going on. We were
It's
walking through the mall on Wednesday as we're getting ready to leave, and I stopped dead at Atomic Tattoos and just start giggling. Because there's a photo right inside the doorway with Christopher Walken, and it says, "Walkins, welcome."
God damn it.
But I sat there giggling, and CJ's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, you don't see it, do you? Look.
Walkins.
Okay, so besides the piano, I right before the show started, I started watching Queer Eye because everyone's been talking about it.
It's so good.
The first episode, I'm like, okay, this is good, this is good. Towards the end, when they finally show him his new apartment, the redecorating, and like where he's like starting to like break down, it's like, wow, I didn't realize this about myself. I'm like,
Right.
I'm not gonna cry.
No, cry.
And then I muted, and then I turned my camera off. Yeah.
And then
cutting the fucking onions.
Yeah, I turned my camera off, and I'm just like, oh man, this show. And I love it because they have a little short conversation in the truck where it's like, oh, have you been married long? And it's like, oh, we've been together 10, 12 years, but I've only been married, what is it, 3 years or 5 years?
5.
Oh, because it wasn't legal. So yeah. So who wears the pants? That the guy asks.
Oh, and they all kind of got into him about that.
Yeah, but they weren't really attacking him. They were just
they were
informing.
constructively, yeah, like,
Yeah.
hey, just to let you know, this is not okay.
I think Bobby got upset because it was like towards him directly, but Jonathan's like, yeah, let's.
Yeah, let's not. Let's not completely go with all the nails out.
Yeah, John Yance really makes sure things don't go off the handle.
And the first city they're in Georgia is, I did not know this, that there's a Dallas, Georgia.
Yep.
That has Tex-Mex.
Yep. Actually, one of the episodes is filmed in the same town that our girlfriend Marley lives in.
Ooh.
So as you're
And-
watching, know that.
And you just see his confidence like just rising throughout the whole episode.
We almost have a plot. What the fuck is going on? Okay, we almost have it. No, what the fuck is this?
Oh,
What?
Marley, I miss you.
I miss you.
This is what happens when I have a really shitty day, you guys. I fuck around on the goddamn soundboard.
You wanted to go first.
But yeah, his progression through the episode, is amazing, and the little things they do for him, and they're not super complicated. They don't come in and just rip everything away from you. They like, okay, you can use these colors. Let's stay away from these reds because we don't want you to look like a full tomato anymore.
Well, yeah, he's got
Rosacea.
severe
Lupus.
rosacea.
Lupus, yes.
Yeah,
Rosacea
thank
caused
you.
by lupus, yes.
Yeah.
And lupus, unfortunately, tends to screw with your system, and it gives you weird colorations in very strange places. Sometimes it goes red, sometimes it goes orange. He definitely went red, and red on red does not work well.
But he was like very willing to accept these guys' help.
And
The
it was cute
mattress
because
stains, though.
The
the
mattress
whole, I'm
seems.
not going to give you a lot of makeup, but this is going to help you. And he's sitting there and he's using it, and you're like, oh.
He's like
He took his glasses off and put the mask.
to put the mask on, and he's like there picking out clothes, and he's just like with the mask on and watch it. I mean, everyone here has watched it, right?
Josh has not seen it yet.
Ooh, yeah. Sorry, Josh. We've kind of spoiled everything.
Oh, but you can't spoil Queer Eye because they're just fabulous.
Right, and everything keeps getting better.
And it's all
That's
Georgia, right?
Right
Yes.
now it's all Georgia because they are based out of Atlanta,
Yeah, all of season 1 is
Georgia.
Georgia-Rainy. Yes.
Mhm.
Funny story. I kind of regularly pick out outfits for Carrie, so I mean,
Yeah.
Got the eye. I mean, everyone can have the eye for it. Like, it's not super difficult.
Like, I will say there was a point where I wouldn't let CJ even dress our children because, let me tell you, they'd come with some strange things on. But he's grown. He's learned. It's beautiful.
Do you have a
He
story?
has me clothes.
Is there a
Sometimes
story
they
behind that,
work
Rachel?
pretty well.
See, Josh used to try and tell me that he didn't know how to pick out clothes, and then he started picking out stuff for me, and I was like, no, don't tell me this. You have good taste.
Well, it's just stuff that he wants to see on you, right?
Yeah, but he picks it out, like, well.
Mm.
Like, he doesn't just throw random stuff off of rack at me. He actually pays attention to details and what looks good on me.
I would hope not. It's like, here's this random clothes. Wear it.
Woman, wear a shirt.
Woman, wear a shirt. I pick you. All right. What else, Raul? We need to keep.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. I'm probably gonna watch one more episode before bed.
And we get super big geek boners.
Hey, Ray.
Rachel.
Oh, since I get to build off of yours?
Yes.
Well, let's start with the fun stuff. I'm on week 2 of not working because of doctor mandated medical leave. I'm bored. So, like Raul turned around and bought himself this beautiful piano for $70 or $80, I went out and bought a flute.
What? Nice.
In high school in middle school and high school, I used to play flute. And my niece has been learning how to play flute. And Kiara has expressed that she wants to learn how to play an instrument. And of course, she's going into 3rd grade, and they actually do recorders in 3rd grade here at my school, and they start teaching the kids that, which is great.
No,
But
it's
I decided
not.
that it was time for me to go ahead and go back to my roots with music. So I went and bought myself a flute.
By the way, no, we're doing this right now. Recorders are the worst thing on human. The
Oh my!
face.
Don't even get me
The
started.
Vuvuzela says hello.
Like, okay,
I used to play the
say
shit
hello,
out of
it
Optimus Buds.
Scream hello.
my coworker's daughter's in 3rd grade, and I love the girl to death, and she's adorable, and he's an awesome father, and God bless him. But if my daughter was blowing the recorder at 7 o'clock in the morning in the car, I'd probably ramrod it up her ass.
See, here's the thing, like, a professionally played recorder by, like, a Renaissance musician or something like that is gorgeous, especially the wooden ones.
The wooden ones I can
Recorder-
get behind.
Recorders played by elementary school students who enjoy making them make that high-pitched shriek when you blow through them too hard.
I mean, yes.
Like,
strong
My,
enough.
my coworker pulled up in the car his car pulled up next to mine, and I was getting stuff together, And I stepped out of the car and I hear, and I'm like, oh my God, it's like nails on the chalkboard.
So, Dale, guess what's going to wake you up when you're over there in Florida?
Nope, because mommy takes them away.
His mummy packs him away. His mummy is smart. I was about to say that too.
I got kicked out of the house every time I tried to practice mine, and I wasn't even like trying to be loud or streaky. I was just playing it normally, and my mom was like, "Nope, out, get out."
Oh no, I'm gonna send Kiara out to the back, out onto the front porch, and be like, "No, you can go play it out there because I don't want to hear it."
And she'd be perfectly safe. No one would ever come 50 feet within someone playing a recorder.
That complex, right? That's, I mean, good thing.
Yeah.
I don't. You have
But
it.
no, that'll be next year, so I won't have to worry about that, and that's not until like October, November. So Dale will be safe. You won't have to worry about it. So yes, last week I don't know if I mentioned, but I've had medical shit going on for a while now, and to the point where my iron levels and what's called ferritin, which is your iron stores in your bone marrow, has bottomed out to 4. It's supposed to be between 12 and 130. It's at 4. So we were trying to do iron infusions. My veins weren't holding up. So I got this lovely little piece of jewelry that I've been fighting with the cords all day. I have a PICC line, which is a peripherally inserted central catheter, which goes right to the top of my heart. And that's where all my medicine's going in now. So I am on 4 out of 5 doses as of today. Tomorrow will be my last one, and then that line comes out. Thank God. Because let me tell you, sleeping with one of these things in sucks. But I am feeling better because I'm getting a lot of sleep. Yay! But at the same token, I'm bored to tears because I'm not doing anything. I'm doing coursework.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, no, it's worth something. Plus, also, it's like your body. It's good to stop and have your body get what it needs for once.
Yeah. And, you know, we had, I think we told you guys that we had, well, you guys knew, but I don't know if anybody else remembers, but we had the miscarriage back in October, which is what started all this spiraling out of control. And it's either get what your body needs or die. Apparently CJ wants me around, so I guess I'll, you know, get what my body needs.
Let's pick option A.
Yeah. So, because, you know, having oxygen in your blood is a good thing, and iron carries the oxygen in your blood, and it's not doing that. And actually, we realized that I only had about half of the blood in my body that I was supposed to because everything had just spiraled out of control. So, sleep means my body is repairing itself. Iron means my body is getting what it finally needs. I am sleeping far more than I have in months.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely bored to tears. Because you can only do so much coursework before you're sitting there going, must sleep or the clowns will eat me.
Right.
So,
and,
yeah.
Right.
You
Even
too?
knocked out. What?
You too? You gotta sleep because the clowns are coming for you?
Yeah.
Clowns are always coming for me. You see what I live with.
No, see, for you, Raul, it's the clown fish.
No, it's a clown cat.
I thought you were gonna say
other than
clown
that,
cow.
I have not been playing video games. I have been doing coursework and playing with my oil diffusers and sleeping and trying not to kill my children.
Where did you get that?
World Market.
So,
But not
out of nowhere question, where are the kids right now, Rachel?
They are in bed.
Taking
And I'm proud to say my daughter does
long
not have a
nap.
fever tonight.
What's that, Rachel?
And Kiara does not have a fever tonight. So
Ugh.
it today has been a very stressful day. We got some
News.
unexpected news.
News. We'll go with news.
We'll go with news.
And we're both kind of still processing it. So that's all I'm going to say with that.
Okay.
I am back,
But-
by the way. I now have Australian people.
In happy news, we're going to go over to Carrie because Carrie's been doing some stuff that has made me stupidly happy the last 2 days.
Yeah, so
In obscene ways.
that makes me really happy. So I haven't been playing video games or playing with Holy crap! Congrats, Death by Mage. That is awesome. 150 plus copies of Journey into the Feywild sold.
Oh.
I have been arting. I've been got the urge to pick up my pencil again.
Oh, you want to talk about again?
Arting.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, we did actually go.
Actually, yes, but also arting.
Got the urge to pick up my pencil again, so I decided to draw Belfreya, my character from the Mana Pool. This has turned into us redesigning the logo for the podcast with the entire cast in chibi form on it. So I've been drawing the entire cast of the Mana Pool. And thank you. Herding cats to get people to give me their character descriptions.
I know.
We're staring at you, Raul.
And also,
I haven't done it
has not either.
Dale, Dale has reached out to me to at least talk about it, so that is something. And thank you. Yes. I tried drawing my character first normal style, but I wasn't feeling it, and then I started goofing around, and chibi just happened like that. So apparently, my art style is just chibi now, which I'm okay with.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
So look forward to seeing the Mana Pool, our Open Legend live play RPG podcast.
Mana Pool.
I said Mana Pool.
Mana.
Intro says Mana Pool.
Yes, I need to like.
It's not Leviosa. It's Leviosa.
You just said it the same both times.
Yes. So I'm not the only one that noticed that.
You put the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Yes.
So yeah, I have been drawing and now doing a shit ton of research on plate armor because this will be the first time I have ever attempted to draw a full suit of heavy plate. So that'll be fun. And that's what I've been doing. No, ever.
Ever. Oh, wow. Shit.
Yeah.
The randomness out of it, that's what we did. Alright.
Yeah, the last batch of characters she ever drew were all ninjas, so not a whole lot of plate mail going on there.
Okay.
Oh, is Calabras going to be like the dude from The Tick? The doctor that got shrunken?
You will have to pay attention to geek-io.net to figure that out. Or read the Slack.
Nice. Nice. Alrighty.
Wingardium Levin grows, and now you have flying rocket-powered ogres. That sounds amazing.
That's amazing.
Love yogurt.
I'm sorry, that's flying rocket-powered orgies.
I read ogres. I stick with my rocket-powered ogres. Thank you very much.
That's how I get kicked out of a casino at 3 a.m. in the morning and end up being on the phone with CJ testing equipment. No
testing
lie.
the equipment, you say?
You are getting, Dale. You are getting so much mileage out of that fucking casino, and I love it.
It was an adventure and a half out of 10.
Look, I
Dale's
saw
probably like,
Dale's
"You what?"
humongous Woody.
I can't decide if we need to take CJ's soundboard away from him or make sure that he presses this many buttons on it every episode.
Fuck it, I'm joining in. I know we got a game to get to, but I'm joining in.
You mean this isn't the game?
No, apparently not.
Guess Geek IO soundboard relevance. What were we talking about when we said?
I don't think I want you to.
That.
That's every noise ever.
I was gonna say that was like 400 times last week.
All right, what were we talking about?
No, the Bruce Wayne of the gays.
Bruce Wayne of the gays? Oh man, I remember that. What do I remember that from?
And the night is fabulous.
Crackhead who got a hold of the wrong stuff.
Okay. Who's next?
Do I need to get hotter for you?
What were we talking about? That episode.
I was eating wings.
All right, Josh, what have you been up to? What have you been up to? Go.
A whole lot of this.
Can we just name the episode a whole lot of this?
I mean, we could put it as a show title and see who salutes.
Geek-io.net/show titles.
Or just dang, add title.
They added the title Bruce Wayne of the Gays. Because it's out of context, but I love it.
Is it Showbot or Show Title? Showbot.
Showbot.
Okay.
It's been a bit of a week.
Get hotter for you?
Very hot. No, actually, it's actually been nice and cool around here recently, which is pleasant change of pace. I worked pretty much every day this week, so that's been fun. Sunday, we went ahead and took the plunge and pulled an upgrade on my rig here, and we got the new heatsink I bought myself with Christmas money installed. And holy crap, did that make a difference?
Yeah.
My temps are about a third what they were.
Heatsink will do that.
Like I'm sure I'm gonna give the tech people watching this some heart palpitations, but I was running 90 plus Celsius before.
And that was after recabling, and recabling made a palpable difference. Well, recabling and adding fans.
Yeah, adding more fans and recabling. But with this new heatsink in place, I'm idling at about 27 and getting to 33 at like heavy load.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
And you didn't have to take the whole board out.
You are correct, Raul. You really saved some fucking time and headache with that analysis of the case.
What would really have sucked is if you took it out and then you saw the hole.
Right?
Wink!
Damn it!
We really start drinking for every time Raul accidentally makes an innuendo and doesn't realize it.
To get hotter for you?
Oh, my face hurts.
So yeah, super happy about that. And of course, in true geek fashion, it's a big, massive RGB fan. Bear with the shaky cam, please. Look at it. It's beautiful.
Is that fan pulling off the heatsink? Well, yeah,
Is
of
your
course it
fan
is.
pulling into the microphone?
What's up?
It's pulling off the heatsink and shooting it out through that vent there, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, actually, it's pulling off the heatsink and shooting in a bunch of directions, actually. Because there's the heatsink itself, there's a fan behind it pulling air into the fan, or to the coils itself for the heatsink, and then there's a fan in front of it that is pulling the heat off of it from that direction. So it's basically got a giant, kind of a loop going.
Okay.
So.
Really quick, we have a question in the chat. So how do you guys feel about the whole mining and cryptocurrency and bumping up prices on hurrying a lot of new PC builders? Personally,
that sucks.
Fuck those guys. Like, I do your thing, but seriously, when a new GPU when I'm getting ready to build a fucking computer and the new GPU goes from $100, maybe $300, depending on which size to it, to I'm lucky to get that $100 video card for $1,000. Fuck that.
Right.
They are making everyone gouge the prices.
And people are paying way too much for those because people want to pay that price. They pay the $800 for a GTX Titan because they can make it up using it to make cryptocurrency.
Cryptocurrency.
Right. Hippocurrency.
Yeah, but it's just it's insane. Like this build right here, I put it together like before Christmas, and everything in it is brand new. The only thing that I should have bought it before January is the video card. Because I was going with a 5550 for the longest time. I upgraded because I needed to a 750 Ti, and I was like looking, ooh, I could get a 1060. I think I'll wait till after Christmas, after things settle down. Nope. Bitcoin decided to just hit the roof and destroy it.
Yeah, that kind of sucks, but I mean, it's weird that we're in that kind of situation, though, when you stop and think about it.
Yeah.
Like, we have hit a point where an electronic currency is fucking with real money prices.
Yep.
Yeah,
We still
but
don't have functioning hoverboards.
but the thing is, like, with the way it's going right now, if governments start regulating it, it's going to go down like crazy because no one's going to want to use it.
And what does the government love doing? Regulating things.
And the thing is, it's so volatile that in January it was at like almost 20,000. I think mid-February it dropped to like 10. Or no, it was 14,000. Then at the end of February it dropped almost down to 7,000. Then it went back up and now it's sitting at 8,800.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is insane. And like I'm looking at the graph here, it's like, okay, it's pretty low. 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18 just goes up, and then it's just been going up and down since the beginning of the year.
Well, I mean, to be fair, numbers are all over the place in the current year for reasons, because... Yeah, we're in a weird place in history right now, guys.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we play video games.
For some reason, we might have gone down the dark timeline.
Yeah, we are definitely.
We are definitely in the darkest. We are definitely in the darkest timeline right now. There is no doubt about that. But that's why we play video games, for escapism. And I have been enjoying the shit out of Iconoclast. If you have a PlayStation, spend the $20 on it. It is an absolutely fantastic game.
It's real pretty. I like it a lot. I haven't bought it yet, but I like it.
And the music is fucking rad.
Everything about the game is absolutely fantastic, and I've sunk almost 10 hours into it at this point.
I think the counter said 12 and change when you signed off for tonight.
And I've only encountered one bug so far, like a little glitch in the programming. And I managed to somehow clip myself through a wall to a higher end of the platform. You know, the kind of shit like a speedrunner would abuse. But that's the first and only time I'd seen it happen, and I couldn't even begin to tell you how to make it repeatable, so...
Yeah.
But the fact that this is a game made by one guy... Joachim Sanderson.
Who has an awesome name.
Yeah, he does.
Right.
It's such a good game, guys.
Also, thanks for the follow.
Thank you for the follow.
Thank you.
Suck you out.
But yeah, just seriously, especially if you enjoy like 2D side-scroller Metroidvania style adventure games, and particularly good point with strong female characters.
Yep.
There you go.
It's got pretty much everything you can want. Outside of that, I've been dabbling very minorly in Monster Hunter World. I've completed like 2, maybe 3 quests. But it's fun. I mean, eventually I'll probably start playing it more, and especially with people, since I know people who have it. But it's a fun game.
It's lying to you people.
Name.
I'm salty.
That name.
Love you, Josh.
Are you
Love
giving
you,
him the
CJ.
cold finger?
Yes. This way I can give him the cold shoulder.
Anyway.
I'm giving him the Gundam versus finger.
Yeah, there's a
As long as it's not the shining finger.
Oh, I'll give you the shining finger, all right.
But yeah, that's about it.
Where's that clip for the soundboard?
I got too much work to do.
If somebody gets it for me, I'll put it on there. I'm not afraid to put my own stupid shit on there, as can be seen by Dale.
Is that it?
Mind giving us a little clippy boo.
There's a lot of ball sucking in Hollywood.
Jesus, I was sick when saying that.
Holy
That
crap!
doesn't sound like you at all.
In Hollywood.
I remember
So-
saying that, and I was very sick when saying that.
So since we're running a lit,
Yeah.
Is that it, Josh?
I mean, yeah, that's everything. It's just a couple of good games going on, and I mean, we did our mana pool stuff on Saturday, so that was nice.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What the hell,
He's
CJ?
playing with,
Your balls are dropping kind of deep there, CJ.
he's playing with the effects on his.
No, that's just on. Like, apparently, that's how it was put into the box.
All right.
Okay.
You two.
I'm
How-
really looking forward to the next mana pool recording.
Hey, Dale.
Hey,
Right here. Ah, put it in my.
I remember that very distinctly. All right, what are we doing? We're running really long. What are we doing?
Do you want
What are the
to
show
run
together? What are
into
we
the
doing?
quiz, CJ?
Okay, we've been going for 90 minutes, guys.
Yeah, we've been going for a while.
Let's just
90
go ahead and
minutes
hit
of
up the.
pure shonen bullshit.
Yes, it is. So let's go ahead and take a quick break so people can go potty, and then we're gonna actually skip the game. Sorry, Dale. We have awards that we have to do. And this shit takes a while.
You're making Dale pouch.
I'm sorry.
Dale, your
do
tribute
the whole
game
thing.
will always be used at some point.
Yeah, your game is not going to die. You can keep that. I promise. We will do it. So we're still going to take a quick break. And because people like it when we do, apparently. So we are going to listen to the second cover.
Oh, Dale just threw his paper across the room.
Oh, see what you're making Dell do, CJ.
Look what you made Dale do. Look what you made Dale do. Look what you made Dale do.
Oh my god, I need that.
Hi, this is
Dale gyrating like that. That was fantastic.
Hi, this is the old Dale with the game. Can't come to the phone right now. Why? Because CJ killed it. Look what you made that too. Alright, we're gonna take a break. Bye.
We're gonna listen to the other cover done by Jonathan Young and Caleb Hiles from their covers of The Greatest Showman. This time up, it's The Other Side. Stay tuned. Oh yeah, podcast listeners, you're gonna hear an ad break. Pay attention to our sponsors. We love you. Bye.
We'll see you on the other side.
Right here, right now, I put the offer out. I don't wanna chase you down, but I know you see it. You run with me, and I can cut you free out of the drudgery, the walls you keep in. So trade that typical for something colorful. And if it's crazy, live a little crazy. You can play it sensible, a king of conventional, or you can risk it all and see. Don't you wanna get away from the same? Oh, but you gotta play, cause I got what you need. So come with me and take a ride. It'll take you to the other side, cause you can do like you do, or you can do like me. Stay in the cage, or you'll finally take the key. Oh, damn, suddenly you're free to fly. It'll take you to the other side. Okay, my friends, you wanna come in, but I hate to tell you, but it just won't happen. So thanks, but no, I think I'm good to go. I quite enjoy the life you say I'm trapped in. Now I admire you, and that also you do. You're onto something, really it's something. But I live among the swells, and we don't pick up painted sails. I'll have to leave that up to you. So you know that I'm okay with this old sound. All I get to play is got what I need, and I don't wanna take a ride. I don't need to see the other side. So go and do like you do. I'll get to do like me. It ain't a case, so I don't need to take the key. Oh, damn, can't you see I'm doing fine? I don't need to see the other side. Really how you like to spend your days. Whiskey, misery, and parties and plays. If I will mix up with you, I'd be the talk of the town. Disgraced and disowned, another one of the clowns. Just finally live a little, finally laugh a little. Just let me give you the freedom to dream, and it'll wake you up. and cure your raking. Take your walls and start them breaking. Now that's a deal that seems worth taking. But I guess I'll leave that up to you. Well, it's intriguing, but to go would cost me greatly. So what percentage of the show would I be taking? Fair enough, you'd want a piece of all the action. I'd give you 7, we could shake it, make it happen. I wasn't born this morning, 18 would be just fine. Why not just go ahead and ask for nickels on the dime? 15, I do 8, 12, maybe 9, 10. Don't you wanna get away to a whole new part you gotta play? Cause I got what you need, so come with me and take a ride. It'll take you to the other side. So if you do like I do, so if you do like me, forget the cage, cause we know how to make the king. Oh, damn, suddenly we're free to fly. It'll take you to the other side. So if you do like to the other side. To the other side, to the other side, we're going to the other side.
Bruh, I love it. So good. We're back. Hi, guys.
Hi.
That is the song, and I introduced that to Dale, of the song that reminded me a lot of when I asked him to help me run this thing.
Help me run this thing.
Yes, drink.
By the
That
way,
song reminds me a lot of our conversation when I did ask Dale to kind of come on and help me run everything here. So,
and now you're destroying my game, so that's fun.
Yes, we've come full circle.
No, we're putting Chekhov's gun on the mantle.
And using it next. Oh wait.
Damn it! You ruined my joke.
It's been a weird night, you guys.
It's actually been. It's actually a really good quiz.
Weird show.
I gave Dale the idea for 2 quizzes.
Yeah, it is good weird. Yes.
Aren't we always?
Okay, so Twitch heard me, but you guys didn't. I gave Dale the idea for 2 quizzes, and he decided to go with the second one.
And I killed both of them.
So technically, I shouldn't be the one yelling. Raul should be the one yelling.
I want my intro, damn it.
Small nod. All right, what are we doing?
Oh boy.
I smell awards in the air.
That's
They'll
our
think
intro.
things.
That's our intro.
I think I have that song still here somewhere.
Yeah, your video got modded on YouTube for that, by the way.
You're welcome.
Nope, we're good. That's all I needed. So it's SmackDown Awards season.
It didn't get ouched, did it?
No, I just got monetized by that.
Our YouTube can't. Yeah, YouTube. Wow, our video can't get monetized.
Yeah,
Huh.
right.
But they didn't get you for the Wii Shop music?
Yeah, no, never. They've ever got me for the Wii Shop music.
And Dale plays that like all day, every day.
Every day.
So it is time for the Winter Movie Smackdown to wrap up. So that means I get to play this one last time before Dale gives me another one that is less embarrassing for him. Wheel of Effects, turn. Tell us what we're going to listen to Dale say this time.
In the shitter.
Now it's time for the Geek I Winter Movie Smackdown update.
There we go.
Hey, Dale got it.
Dale got it in the shitter.
That's how he likes it.
Nailed it.
Very-
Nailed it.
That joke is very good. Well done.
Oh boy.
Excellently crafted, handmade, tailored.
Whoa.
Oh man, I'd stand, but it's hard to stand with my soundboard on my lap.
True.
Oh
Is
man,
that what you call it these days?
We've even got a golf clap.
Thank you, Death by Mage. Thank you. Listen,
So
other fine jokes.
our Winter
Yeah.
Movie Smackdown is done, complete. Another one in the books. Now we give the awards. So, the highest grossing film of the show, of the entire season, of course, is Star Wars 8, The Last Jedi. Star Wars ATE, The Last Jedi. Making $464 million. For Carrie, lowest grossing, thank you, it was Uri Day, for me, making $5.5 million.
Yay! Award that I didn't win this year.
Right?
Best value was Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, We've Got Fun and Games, netting Jeff $13 million.
Damn.
Yeah. $13 million off that.
Worst value for me was Uri Day,
Every day. Ariana Grande, every day.
$211,000.
Wait, it only made
No, it
211,000.
didn't need. It made 5.5 million. The value for me was 211,000.
Wait, then how did Star Wars net carry 464 million?
No, it didn't net her that. That's how much it brought in. Remember,
okay.
Remember, Raul.
Drake?
Yep. Drake.
Okay, all right.
I get going now. Sorry. All right, let's start again. Like another once on time.
I get a positive award.
Yeah.
I get the freshest award from the tomato meter drink.
Drink.
I got the freshest with Paddington 2 with a solid 100%.
Really?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The most
the tomato reader. Yeah.
the most rotten, according to the tomato reader, was Tyler Perry's Boo 2, A Medea Halloween, with Jared Bloodlong nailing 6% on that one.
But how much did it make?
Not that much.
I think the days of Tyler Perry making great movies and all of them just printing money.
None of them were great. It still topped best weekend for 2 weeks, though. Not best.
Nothing came out around that time either. So
true. Boo 2, a Medea Halloween netted only got 38 mil in the first 2 weeks.
yeah. So everybody ready for their final standings? I couldn't get Jeff on the show, by the way, this week. He was busy, so he's not here to take his award because he is the winner.
The winner.
As appropriate for our guest coming on and beating all of our asses at this game.
Because he got all of the movies.
Right?
He won with $36 million with 11 weeks at number 1.
His slate, to remind everyone, is a page that won't load. He had a Bad Christmas, Justice League, Jumanji, hashtag welcome to the welcome to the jungle. I need to quit this job. Pitch Perfect 3, 50 Shades Freed, and Annihilation.
Annihilation?
Yeah,
Annihilation.
Jumanji there was the wild card. I mean, the sleeper hit right there.
No, Annihilation was his wild card.
Which is actually a really good movie.
Gotcha.
But Jumanji was the sleeper movie.
It was the hedge bets kind of movie.
I liked Jumanji. I actually enjoyed it. It was dumb fun.
I'm actually surprised Pitch Perfect 3 made as much money as it did, to be honest.
Right?
It made 75 in the first 2 weeks.
In second place, with Star Wars and not much else, is Carrie, with $26.6 million.
To remind everyone, Carrie's slate. Yes, I'm doing this now. Carrie had Daddy's Home 2, Star Wars, hashtag The Last Jedi, and now it's become a thing. Proud Mary, Maze Runner, hashtag The Death Cure, and the 15, hashtag 17 to Paris.
Nice. In third place, 4 weeks at number 1, Jared the Bulldog Budlong with $23.8 million.
Budlong had Tyler Perry's 2, A Medea Halloween, Thor, hashtag Ragnarok. Coco, Ferdinand, Father Figures, and The Commuter. Last
In,
two I never heard
Man,
of.
if he would have paid less for Ragnarok,
yeah. It would have done real good. In fourth place with 7 weeks at number 1 and $21.2 million, Josh.
Now, how do I get that money?
Contact
You
my
can
assistant.
cash in at fakestore.com. Don't go there. It might be a porn site. You never know. Josh at Blade Runner 2049, The Mountain Between Us, Happy Death Day, Jigsaw, and Black Panther.
Hold on.
Are you going to fakestore.com?
Nope.
Might be a porn site.
In fifth place with $18.7 million is Raul.
yay, not last place.
I hope CJ's got his finger on the appropriate button of the soundboard. Raul Gaza had My Little Horsey, hashtag the movie. Geostorm, Suburbicon.
CJ's about to detonate.
Yeah, the CJ will self-destruct in 10
I was
seconds.
hoping Suburbicon was going to be a little bit better.
You paid $18 for that heaping pile of shit. The Disaster Artist.
Wow, Dale.
German, Insidious, hashtag The Last Key, and Den of Thieves. It was not a good movie for all intents and purposes.
And in his proper place, where he belongs, the victor in goals with $16.4 million is my sorry ass.
Making it his third ever SmackDown, losing, never having to win one. CJ had The Foreigner, Murder on Oriental Express, something called Just Getting Started, which...
Sweetheart, it's not Oriental Express, it's Orient.
Oriental Express.
Oh, right, Rachel's on the show.
I did that on purpose. You know, sometimes you never know if it's on purpose or not.
There was no
what was I
Asians
in
on
this
that train.
Toot toot, Paddington 2. Something called Winchester, hashtag the house the ghost built.
I had a bunch of movies that got canceled this time, you guys.
Peter Wabbit and Every Day 2018.
Every day,
Peter Wabbit.
Peter Wabbit.
Peter Wabbit.
Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting a
A
rabbit.
very, very poor performing movie. Yeah, CJ had the most cancellations. I think 3 of CJ's movies got.
Yeah.
It's like they knew CJ bought them.
It was, I mean, I wasn't going to do any better without them. So,
I mean, the War of Grandpa may have done something. It's a comedy movie.
Yeah.
So, may have done something, but well done, everyone. Good debuts for Kosh. Kosh.
Drink!
Josh and Kerry, that's your pet name now, apparently. It's
Yeah,
Kosh.
that's your ship name is Kosh.
Kosh.
Oshkosh?
Yeah, Jerry doesn't work because it's an actual name.
That's true, see?
So do
Hey,
we
the trick-
have the actual, like, the full historical, or, like, the historical Chance Dale?
I haven't added this times in there yet because I only got all that half an hour before we went live. But we do have a bit of stuff in here if I can find it. Keep talking, Phil.
I
Phil.
have not seen Babylon 5, but I am told that I need to.
Okay, that's an odd thing considering I can't see the chat room right now.
Well, as I say, I'm responding to chat.
Oh, yeah.
We have a
Babylon
chat.
5 was pretty rad.
Yeah, we have a chat. I can read you the Dale Best of 2013 because that's all I can find in here.
All right, now.
Yeah, we'll get it up for next week.
Yeah, we.
Oh, here it is.
Okay.
Ooh, hey, it's fun facts. So what do we want to know? I've won the most of these because of course I have somehow. Somehow I've won 3 of these and lost 1.
Now
Jared is
being in last place.
it's CJ's 3rd time. Okay, here we go. Which other Geek IO cast member, and yes, I'm calling you guys cast members now, has also lost 3 SmackDowns?
Raul.
Azevedo.
Azevedo. Carrie?
What? 3 SmackDowns?
Lost 3 SmackDowns.
Lost 3 SmackDowns.
Rachel.
I do not know.
Do not know.
Rachel?
DJ?
Ral and Rachel.
No, I'm besides me.
Yeah, also has
Besides
lost
you?
3 SmackDowns.
Me.
You? Ral, do you have a guess?
Rachel.
Ladies and gentlemen, Josh. Your answer is correct. Ral has also lost 3 SmackDowns.
Yay, Raul! We suck at this game!
Dale, you really have mastered the game show announcer pause.
Thank you. I mean, I got it all queued up and everything.
I had a scorecard and everything. CJ.
I
CJ.
made him rewrite his scorecard, and then I made him not do his game.
Yeah, he made me rewrite his scorecard with the new title of this game, which no one will ever know yet. Yes?
I do.
It's a good title, though.
It's a good title. It's a real good title. That's the reason why I picked it.
Okay, so with not including the current awards, so we're talking historically, we'll do one more of these. Which Geek.io cast member has won the most awards? Be it positive or negative? Well,
I want to
negative,
say
anyway.
Dale.
So Rachel says herself. Raul says me.
I say myself.
CJ says himself.
Carrie? Ladies
Carrie,
first.
Josh?
Was it Charles or Budlong that you guys are always talking about winning all of them?
Budlong, though Charles has won the 2 that he's came on, so...
Hashtag Summer Movie Smackdown.
These aren't the Smackdowns, these are the awards.
Yeah, just the sheer number of awards. Actually, I changed my vote to Rachel.
I'm gonna guess
It's really
Budlong.
hard when I'm not writing this down. So Rachel picks herself. Rachel and CJ pick Rachel. Raul picks me.
Yes. Carrie picked Budlong.
Carrie picked Budlong. Josh?
I'll take Bud Light as well.
You'll take some Bud Light in the butt. But the answer is Rachel has won with 11 awards.
I remember
total.
that because Rachel would constantly get highest and lowest grossing and value and highest and lowest tomato.
That I got the most rotten and the hottest at the same time.
Yeah, so the awards. Okay, I'm gonna run through these because these are weird. Okay, so the 2013 summer. We've been doing this since 2013, you guys.
Jesus.
2013 Summer Movie Smackdown, lowest grossing, worst value, and freshest. That's 3. The 2013 Winter Movie Smackdown, lowest grossing, worst value, most rotten. The 2014 Summer Movie Smackdown, highest grossing and freshest. The 2014 Winter Summer Movie.
Winter Summer Movie.
Hey, it depends on what side of the world you're on, all right?
Exactly. The 2014 Winter Movie Smackdown was the highest grossing. And the 2016 Summer Movie Smackdown, most rotten. And the 2016 Winter Movie Smackdown, best value.
Oh man.
So
We have.
I need to put this season's in there and get this up somewhere because I know I've got it out there somewhere. I just don't know where.
It honestly surprises me that it. Get that with Jazz. They'll probably throw it up on the SmackDown page somewhere.
We'll get that up.
We should probably just have a button that we can pull awards for, so we don't have to bother Jazz.
Okay, no, all right. So Jazz and I were talking about this, and a peek behind the curtain. They take a while after the runs to automatically drop, so we'll sort that out for next time.
Fair.
So.
So the next.
Sorry, go on.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
But if you've got a game idea or anything, please do send it in geekioshow@gmail.com or hit me up on the Discord at geek-io.net/Discord.
And don't worry, I probably won't.
Where I strip down and take off my game show jacket. Anyway, continue.
I will promise to try not to kill that one. Also, the November 19th, join us where we will have Charles on once again for the Summer Movie Smackdown auction. And you can
November?
You mean April?
All right, I think that's
I mean, Charles can come on my birthday, but
I think that's the sign, right?
April 19th at 10 p.m. when we do our Summer Smackdown auction, and you can learn all about
AKA everyone fights over Infinity War.
Yep, except for me, and I'm not gonna dip on that one because, well, I might. I don't know.
We need to figure out who's playing and get all that clip clopped and who hard.
We know Charles will be on, and we know Jazz will return as MC, and he has time to prepare things, which he won't do because this is Jazz. And I know he listens to this, and I'm going to get bitched at in the Slack for saying that.
Oh, well, it's now a pinned item in our Slack channel, so there is no excuse.
Hey, Jazz, RTFS.
You haven't had to do that with Jazz forever.
I have not. I did get to pull that on my real world job the other day. That was fantastic. All right, you can listen to us live Thursdays at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, Fridays at
Australian time.
Drink. 3.
Sorry.
2. And you can what? And you can listen to us live Thursdays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, Fridays at 1 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time at geek-io.net/live. You can hit us up on our Discord, geek-io.net/Discord to chat with us live. If you want to email the show, you can do so, geekioshow@gmail.com. If you want to hit us up on any of our social medias, you can do so as well there at /geekioshow on the Twitter and the Facebooks. And you can give us a call at 727-489-4335. That's 727-489-GEEK. Fuck you, whoever deleted that. I messed up once and gotcha. Hey, Josh.
Hey, CJ.
Moved it. Oh.
Oh, no.
What are we doing next week?
Next week on the Geek IO show, Henshinda. Because I ain't saying that fucking phrase, CJ. We're renting and reviewing the more recent Power Rangers movie.
I can't watch it. I'm gonna be on the show. It's gonna be so
you are, Dale, because I'm gonna get that for you.
It's gonna be so good. Yes, I can.
I may have already working on that for you, Dale. Don't worry.
Row XPN use Geek 20 at checkout. Still exists.
No, I use Play On. Thank you. Hey, Ro, what's been going on this week?
Okay, what's been going on this week? Generic Live Show rolls out the red carpet and reviews the reviews of Best Picture nominees. Generic Live Home is giving away a Generic Live hoodie. To enter, go to bit.ly/GLShood.
GL should.
GL should, yes, you should go to that site. Entries close this Sunday, the 11th of March, and at 12 midnight Eastern time. Oh man, Manipool.
Oh boy.
The party has we have a little awkward walk back to the inn.
Walk of shame.
And food is eaten and a moment ruined by a bear.
If you were Manifold.
And if you listen to that episode, I cut it right when right before Amy wakes up.
Okay.
Ooh.
Like it was like, oh, and then we Carrie's like, oh, and then we wake up in the afternoon, and then Josh, no.
Well, hashtag spoiler alert. Jeez.
Right.
Right.
And now you don't have to listen to this week's Manipool. Thanks, Raul.
No,
you do need to listen because this is the week. Is this the week where we
Yes.
where we have
this
our
is the email.
Email week.
Yay, email week. Boop, boop, boop.
S4 talks about Electric Dreams, Black Lightning, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and The Tick.
Ooh, and they make an amazing discovery.
That Electric Dreams sucks.
Of the 1990s. We're going to bring it to you in your living room. That's a very oddly specific reference.
What? Wait, what?
Wait.
The soda, the drink.
Oh, yes. At DragonCon, we're getting a special drop from the 1990s for most of them.
That's what I was about to say.
No. Just no.
Yes.
We're getting a special drop for the 90s. Dale's getting born again.
Dale is a born-again drinker. All right. We have show titles throughout the show. Us and our chat room have been putting things into geekioshow.showbot.tv, and now is the time that Carrie embarrasses herself by reading them.
So we have this week That's what spanking me sounds like. No awkward silences. Insert awkward silence. Yes, all caps. I'm going to make a cult leader. Do you see how that works? Quijimon, the cat is a lie. What does the cat have to do with anything? The milk tax. Murder hobos to heroes. Nug me senpai nug me. Vegan cooking, you guys. Until milk started stabbing me. Veganism and I are friends with benefits. Soy vey. Now that's racist. When I leave it for days, ... Preconstructed coffee. You're the man, Stan. Liberace. Bruce Wayne of the gays. A whole lot of this. Look what you made Dale do. You can find these jokes and more at the next title, The Tomato Reader. Nihilation. Don't go there, it may be a porn site. And CJ had The Foreigner.
It was more than a feeling.
CJ did have
Yes.
a foreigner.
I did have The Foreigner.
There's a lot of titles. I kind of like. I can't do that.
So now Rachel gets to yell because she can't vote on anything because I voted on things. Hey Rachel, which one do you want to vote on?
You vote. You got this.
I like to. You see how that works because that actually brings Water Buffalo into the show proper.
He's now canon.
Yes. Thank you, Death by Mage, for adding show titles and quotes. You can also. Oh wait, you already posted that, Dale. Never mind. I was like, you can do it here. Wait, I just saw you do that as I was hitting enter.
Votes.
Yes.
Apparently, we're getting no awkward silences, which, in my opinion, is the least of these ones.
I'm trying to vote for I voted for Preconstructed coffee, and it says oh wait, there it goes. Never mind. Some of these Josh voted for, so I can't.
That's what spanking me sounds like as a pre-show bit. Quijimon. Bruce Wayne of the Gays is a good title, but doesn't mean I like look what you made Dale do simply because that was a good
All right, Preconstructed coffee.
Preconstructed coffee.
I really like Bruce Wayne of the Gays though. That one's really good.
I like Bruce Wayne of the Gays.
I think that was a show title candidate on the episode that we got that clip from. Actually,
probably. I don't care
because I distinctly remember typing that into the show notes.
Gary, I've been doing this thing for 5 years. I'm sure some of these are now just repeated ones that we've had for a while now.
Well, we have our traditional show title with Dale in it, so we don't have any about kangaroos this time though.
You know, well, we moved from kangaroos to just Dale. So I mean,
they're pretty much synonymous. So
exactly.
I do really like what you made Dale do. Oh.
You realize when there's a Dale, there'll be kangaroos getting jerked. So
yeah,
that's just canon at this point.
Yeah, actually ate kangaroo jerky at DragonCon last year. It was fun.
Oh! Speaking of DragonCon, as I'm sitting here cleaning my desk, look.
I have that. These dragons I bought at DragonCon.
I have it just sitting there. I think that just made my heart happy.
Oh man! So yeah. By the way, Rachel is now a guest at DragonCon finally.
Nice.
So our names are now on the board, which is fun.
To do that anyway.
You should for the 16th week in a row that it's been open.
Damn it! Thought I was gonna slip through the cracks.
So now I'm gonna play Water Buffalo to leave us, guys. Bye.
Bye.
I was gonna play the 80s, but then you reminded me, Dale.
Hi, my name is Water Buffalo.
Hi, my name is Water Buffalo, and I hope you've enjoyed this Geek I Media Network production.
Copyright 2008. You see how that works?
Yeah.
Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program.
Hey, I'm not on there yet.
Extendo mix.